in terms of his mindset and the way he plays.
How would you describe City's start to the season? 2 tight wins, a tight defeat. Is that a fair way to perhaps capitalize it? Is it just tight so far, really struggling to get out of second gear, I feel?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think obviously the last game we changed the brand of football that we play, which obviously disappointed me. Pitch didn't help, let's be brutally honest. It was a terrible pitch, and I think only natural that the players found it more difficult to play our brand of football. But I thought we really dealt with SuperSport quite well. Normally we get bullied by them and they show more aggression, but that wasn't the case. And normally we concede against them from a long ball, or we concede from them against set piece, and that wasn't the case. It was a moment of brilliance from Machaman that got in behind, and you got to give credit sometimes to the opposition. So I'm not entirely upset with the performance that we put on against SuperSport. Obviously disappointed with the loss. And then I can say basically the same with the game against Chiefs, I don't think it was a fair result at the end of the day, but that's football, so try not to panic. Obviously we want to get back to winning ways. And, for me, the way we've started has been a positive in comparison to the last 2 seasons.
All the best, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me, Coach. Having last week identified some of the issues mentally that are plaguing Sekhukune, what has gone into working and making sure that he gets something different today?
Yeah, no, of course. It's the belief. It's the want to win as well. The will to win is absolutely important for us. We can't be held back by fear. Mistakes in the game as well, and that's what I was talking to the boys about, why they love the game and why they shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes. So hopefully it works out. It's one change in the lineup, so we're also preaching a bit of continuity, and hopefully we'll build up from last week's performance. Yes, the result wasn't went our way, but hopefully today it will.
How would you like to see the boys respond, especially just trying to get away from, I guess, the negative way in which you did lose the last game?
Yeah, no, of course we can't get stuck on a decision from official that ultimately affected the outcome of the game. So we have to move on. We have to accept it and move on. I think that's the biggest step towards progress, and that's there. Look for the boys. We know what we're capable of. I just think at the moment our performances doesn't project what we're really capable of, and I think that's what I want to see. Yes, we've been leaking goals, but we've also been scoring each and every game, except in the cup game. But it's something to build on. For us, it's to keep a clean sheet tonight, and hopefully we'll get it right.
Lebo Maboja comes in.
Yeah, Mtia has been suffering in the last 3 games. We can put it down to fatigue, but Lebo is a seasoned campaigner, having played CAF as well, and he's done well for himself. So hopefully it will be a good night for him.
All the best, Coach.
Thank you so much.
So then it is returning to factory settings for Cape Town City for Sekhukune United, that will to win. Amanda, is it as simple today as City attacking Sekhukune and Sekhukune soaking up the pressure, or do you feel there's going to be more to it than that?
There's going to be more to it. The speed that Cape Town City is bringing, you have to look at those centre-back pairing, Cardoso and Riccozzo. But of course, in that midfield, you need a player, I think, to be that screen. And of course, the likes of Weber, forward passes. And I think once they get that, the confidence will definitely come back.
The confidence will definitely come back. I'm not going to have enough time to get a comment from you, Donna, but he's got 90 minutes to give you pretty much exactly what he thinks of this particular tie. A short break. When we come back, it is Cape Town City at home for the second time this season, taking on Sekhukune United.
This is the MTN 8. It's a wafa time.
Jovijo. 1 + 1 shaved ababa. The MTN 8 shake now. La isn't pop and flashy. The brilliant wing, just bigger and better. Better my player. So good and hot property. More. Asinavalo. Sugar is our thing. It's too much. Top of the skill. Big. Top notch. Top. The class. Our production team. I sugar man. and the action. It's energy on top of energy.
Could be a touchdown. Oh, the finish. The
It's too much. This is the MTN 8. Experience every moment on SuperSport on DSTV, your home of it is.
Super Picks is back.
That is beyond special. Brilliant.
Feeling like $1 million is great, but have you ever imagined how incredible it would be to win 2 million rand?
We're doubling the jackpot from 1 million rand to a whopping 2 million rand.
And here's the best part.
Sign from Mamelodi Sundowns, and the other changes, Tamian Kize back along with Jaden Rhodes. And a first start today for the youngster Lufumlo Sifumba, who has had several appearances as a substitute, but this will be the first time he is in the starting lineup for this evening's encounter. Now, Teko Modise has joined us here in the commentary box, and a quick look at the formation. Teko.
Yeah, Mark, with the formation as well. You look at the three pairing that Coach Erishlinta went back to, but I think in the midfield we have the diamond with Ambina and Sifumba and Khuriman, with Kutumela being the one up top there, but Mai will be the one that leads the line in terms of those goal-scoring opportunities that he might get tonight.
Good word from Teko, who's had to climb about 7 sets of stairs from down on the pitch to join us here in the commentary box. Chance to also look at the visiting side tonight. Sekhukune United, fresh from a 2-1 loss to Morocco Swallows at home in their last encounter. Let's just quickly divert and introduce you to tonight's referees. Joseph Makubu starts his first PSL game in the middle. He's a 27-year-old from Sedibeng, with Oscar Tsotsetsi and Patrick Jafto, who comes from Oudtshoorn. Abongile Tom is the fourth official, lots of experience on the bench. So let's move now to Sekhukune United. 2 changes for them. Lebogang Mabocha, signed from Marumo Gallants in the off-season, gets his first start. And also into the side today comes Sipesihle Mkize, no stranger to this stadium. He played for Ajax Cape Town for a season down in the NFD. He was also at Chippa United. He replaces Pogiso Masangu in the lineup. The other player dropped for today's encounter is Siposake Ntia, who you'll remember, of course, began his career in the colours of Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah, Mark, I think with Sekhukune, looking back in the previous games as to how is it that they've been struggling defensively with all the defensive faculties, with the changes as well, I think more now it's more on the midfield today. That's why Mkize becomes so important. And Mkocho being the one that will play double pivot, but of course with Ohizu, Ngube and Mukwana, they'll be using those speed to actually try and break down Cape Town City's defense.
Eric Tinkler on the bench today, the 30-year-old. His 310th match as a coach in the DStv Premiership. That includes cup games as well, 123 wins. For Brandon Trutter, his 90th game in charge tonight. He had a career in the top flight, starting with Swallows and with Amazulu, and now at Sekhukune, 30 wins in that 90 games, or 89 previous games. That's almost one-third success rate for Brandon Trutter. Right, Mr. Makubo to get us underway. Cape Town City kick us off. They are defending the goal to the right-hand side. Sekhukune in the green. And we are looking forward to some good football tonight. Mamelodi Sundowns already winning earlier on today against Richards Bay. This game moved ahead, of course, because Sekhukune United were supposed to be playing in African club competition this weekend, but their opponents from Eswatini, Young Buffaloes, pulling out of the African Confederation Cup first round tie, so Sekhukune into the next round already of that competition without kicking the ball. And the man in picture, Sangare, the goalkeeper, will be hoping that his performances over the next couple of weeks secure for him a place in the Ivory Coast starting lineup for the Cup of Nations in January, which his home country will be hosting. What an occasion that will be for him.
And so you remember the previous AFCON as well. He had a couple of great games where he pulled them off, and everybody in the country started asking where exactly is he playing, because it could be PSL.
Yeah, he was the JDR Stars at that stage.
Yeah.
There was also a completely bizarre own goal that he somehow managed to turn in his own net, but an excellent tournament overall for him. They challenged the creative players on that poor pitch at TUT on Friday against SuperSport United. First start for Thabiso Kutumela, signed from Mamelodi Sundowns, and the other changes, Tamian Kize back along with Jaden Rhodes. And a first start today for the youngster Lufumlo Sifumba, who has had several appearances as a substitute, but this will be the first time he is in the starting lineup for this evening's encounter. Now, Teko Modise has joined us here in the commentary box, and a quick look at the formation. Teko.
Yeah, Mark, with information as well. You look at the three pairing that coach Eric Schlinkter went back to, but I think in the midfield we have the diamond with Ambina and Sifumba and Khudeman, with Kutumela being the one up top there, but Mai will be the one that leads the line in terms of those goal-scoring opportunities that he might get tonight.
Good word from Teko, who's had to climb about 7 sets of stairs from down on the pitch to join us here in the commentary box. Chance to also look at the visiting side tonight. Sekhukune United, fresh from a 2-1 loss to Morocco Swallows at home in their last encounter. Let's just quickly divert and introduce you to tonight's referees. Joseph Makubu starts his first PSL game in the middle. He's 27-year-old from Sedibeng, with Oscar Tsotsetsi and Patrick Jafto, who comes from Oudtshoorn. In the league in their last encounter, so they have won 1 of 3 league matches and overall have lost 3 out of 4. Van Heerden finds Gonzalez. Morby on this right-hand side. He's again in the national team squad for friendlies coming up for Bafana Bafana. They play DRC, Congo and Namibia in the coming month in September. That international window will be upon us very soon. League matches this coming weekend, then a handful on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, and then the MTN 8 semi-final first legs, and then it's off onto international duty for many of these players. This is nice stuff from Kutumela. No corner though. I think he's got a case there for having knocked the ball against Cardoso. Not happy with the referee.
I can see that he was looking for a corner kick. It makes a good runs, and being able to be so calm and control the ball and wait for the support as well. But what's also very impressive as well is Cardoso again getting into another challenge, making sure that he leads as a captain, because they're having problems defensively. He needs to be able to commit and win those balls just to bring the confidence back within the team.
Well, last season they had the 5th best defense in the league, 27 goals conceded. They conceded 7 in their last 2 matches. That includes the cup game though, where Pirates got 5. 6 in fact. Lepasa not missed the penalty, although Sekhukune had a chance to equalise from the penalty spot as well. Might have been a whole different outcome if they put that away. Now Weber, he scored on the opening night of the new season for his new club. Left-footed cross coming in here, and Keats slips through his hands, and Sekhukune have scored. And the big Nigerian is in business again, Oizo. That's going to go down as a goalkeeping error, but a lovely ball whipped in for Sekhukune from Mokwana. And what a decent header from Oizo.
And also with Oizo inside the box, he positioned himself very well here, Mukwana, now making sure as a winger you want to take 1v1 opportunities, puts on his weaker foot, but look at the positioning there from Oizo, making sure that Kopido doesn't see where he is. A good header there, but I know that Darren Kidd is not happy with himself. He could have done better, but you want your strikers in and around those positions. A good goal from Sekhukune.
Well, in Keats' defence, I was pretty close to him, and at first sight it looked as if it slipped under his body, but when you look at the slow-mos again, it was fairly point-blank range for the Nigerian. 3rd league goal of the season for Oizo. Last season, of course, he was chasing for that Golden Boot award. Cupido gets the better on this occasion of Oizo. Van Heerden with that left foot. Kutumela's just overhit that a little. I think he's going to be a good addition to the City side.
I mean, especially after Dansani has left, they've been lacking somebody to occupy that number 10 position. And if also you remember when Kutumela, before he went to Mamelodi Sundowns, when he was playing for Maritzburg United, was playing as a 10, he had such a great season then. And you can see also his positioning here for Cape Town City will be such a good addition with those passes.
Now Sifumba finding Hudeman. Gonzalez out wide. The other Latin American, Juan Zapata, has about a flu. He was going to play in today's encounter. Sifumba comes in for him because he is ruled out with a little bit of illness. There's plenty of experienced players on the bench as well for City today. Tariq Phillips, who didn't travel to Pretoria for Friday's game. Hasn't started yet this season. Did come on as a sub against the Kaizer Chiefs in the cup game. Also Thabo Nodada and Tato Mokeke. Weber with the late challenge on Cupido gives away the free kick. Jamie Weber originally started at Stellenbosch, so he is also in home territory, as it were. Gets away there from Sifumba. Van Heerden climbing above Mokwana, second time as well, gets the header in, but Mokwana might come away with it. In fact, stolen there by Ambina. Now, what are the options for him? Kudeman wide to Rhodes, and Keys is behind in support. Bit of space here for Ambina. Now Rhodes likes to come off the wing there. It's just a little too casual. Gets stripped away from him by Ngube. Good defending in the end from Mabocha, but only to Mkize. Strong header away by Rikhotso. Van Heerden. That left foot is dangerous. Goes for goal. Well, we've seen several beauties from set pieces with that left foot from Van Heerden.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those players that has a very, very good left foot and so much power as well. You can see they're trying just outside of the box, but also you look at Sekhukune when they're not in possession of the ball. Look at the amount of numbers that are coming back to try and defend. You can tell that within the dressing room, coach has told them, guys, we can't be conceding every game that we play. So it's going to be interesting to see how is it that they're going to maintain this passing style of Cape Town City.
Ohizo beaten by Ambina. Chest there from Mahocho, player who of course had plenty of experience in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands with Twente. Pek Zwolle as well. Played in the MLS. Here's Goedeman. That's a little bit of a disappointing ball from Goedeman, but what an impact he's beginning to make this season.
I mean, he's a very, very, very interesting player to watch, and he grows every game. He gets better, the forward runs that he makes, and also what's important as well for his youth, the goals, the amount of goals that he scores. I think that brings so much confidence.
Got the winner against Swallows in the second league game of the season. Sangare's kicked that straight at Goedeman, who gets the return pass here from Mayo. Rhodes on the right. Now, is that a bit too strong for him? He's pulled it back. Mahocho and the combination with Mkize cleaning up. Looking to get Ohizo away on the quick counter. Sekhukune, by the way, since they have come up into the top flight, remember this is their third season now in the DStv Premiership, they've lost only once in the Cape. And that was the Cape Town City when they first came down here 2-1 2 seasons ago. They drew 0-0 here last season. You remember drawing at Stellenbosch in the league and in the Nedbank Cup semi-final, which they won on penalties last campaign. So only one defeat in 6 matches in the Cape means they will be tough to beat tonight. Belated free kick here in favour of Rhodes.
As well in that midfield, you can see with Mkize and Mkocho being the two pivots now, it's isolates Weber now that needs to defend two attacking midfielders. They're finding holes in there.
Gonzalez at the back post, shanks them wide. Right-footed effort from Gonzalez on that occasion. He was City's top goal scorer last season, also played more minutes than any other player in the side, but dropped for the last game, came on as a sub against SuperSport United. He's always going to be dangerous down the left. We'll be back here, by the way, in 48 hours' time. The next live match in the DStv Premiership is on Friday night. Cape Town Spurs taking on Chipper United. Spurs played 3, lost 3. Chipper United in the league have only picked up a single point so far this season, so that's going to be an intriguing match between two sides who are both desperately in search of a win.
And one can also ask as to how much is this pitch going to take, because while being there doing the build-up, the pitch doesn't look even at all, so it's clearly going to affect how most of the teams are going to be playing, but you need to be able to adjust and get the result that you need.
Well, there's a couple of big games coming up there as well on Wednesday, this time next week. Stellenbosch will be hosting Kaizer Chiefs in the league, and then just a couple of days later they'll be hosting Pirates in the first leg of their MTN8 semi-final. That'll be here at Athlone rather than at Stellenbosch. In from Mahocho to Weber. Goedeman, it's a foul in favour of Weber, who I think initially thought the referee had blown against him.
Because after he lost the ball, they could see he tried to get it back with his left foot. That's why he possibly thought that the foul was against him. But yeah, Sfumba was late in that tackle.
Now Weber converted a free kick. was perhaps a little bit closer in the game against Mamelodi Sundowns that marked the new DStv Premiership season. I wouldn't put it past him, though, to have a bit of a go from here. A long way out. They have got lots of big men forward, so he'll be aiming, one presumes, for the likes of Cardoso and Rechotso, Oizo.
But also you can take an advantage of the pitch there where the goalkeeper is and make sure that it bounces just in front of him.
Kutumela with a bit of gamesmanship there, just coming across. Now Weber plays it to the right to Mokwana. He's got a left foot and he curls that well over the top of Keith's goal. First season in the DStv Premiership in the last campaign, Mokwana scored against Orlando Pirates. Now, trailing by a goal. What does the home side have to offer tonight? Decent turnout in terms of fans on what is a very cold night. You never know with the weather either, whether it might rain a little bit later. So the fans have braved the conditions, or the potentially bad conditions, to come out here tonight, and they'll be looking for some reward from the home side. That's given to Kutumela. Time to turn. Looking for Mayo up front. It falls for Mayo. Quite a nice little touch. Mkize, Weber. Now, out wide on that left-hand side, Mabocha. Nice little idea. Went straight at Tami Mkize, who's in unfamiliar territory on the left. Gonzalez keeps that in play, gets taken out by Rechotso, and let's see if this is the first yellow of the night from this debutant referee. Joseph Makubu does the right thing there.
Indeed. No centre-back likes to be drifted apart, especially from his other partner, to go on the side, to commit. That's why you see that he was late, making sure that he tried to stop Gonzalez. And that's when you start asking yourself, where was Mobi? Because he is the right back, normally that will be able to attack there, but he committed too early there, and good skill there also from Gonzalez.
Rechotso has a bit of a reputation for some bad challenges. You might remember the Belgian player Andrea Felicia, who was the top goal scorer at Maritzburg, and at the end of a Rechotso tackle, it kept him out for the rest of the season, good 6 to 9 months. Ex-Bloemfontein Celtic, and spent the last couple of seasons at Royal AM, Rechotso. City seeing plenty of the ball, but no chances so far in terms of bothering the goalkeeper. Here's Gonzalez. Good strong header away. Cupido fires that over the top. Set up a little too high for him.
Yeah, they couldn't get the right technique. He had to go over the ball, also with his weaker foot. And also Cupido, being a centre-back, normally he doesn't get to those positions. Normally he's the one that heads the ball, not the one that actually stays outside the box to wait for the second ball.
Cape Town City have got this tradition of giving a jersey to a player who reaches the milestone of 100 games for the club, and they all hang up in their offices in the city centre. Cupido, the latest recipient, he received his before the start of the match.
And also so nice to see Cupido receiving that, because when he was signed for Cape Town City, he was mostly used as a backup player, and he became such an important player, especially from last season when Phillies didn't have a partner there in that centre-back pairing. Look at him this season, he's a starter, and he's playing very, very well.
And Phillies is sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
He was outstanding in the first two games at Polokwane City, and Swallows had a good game against Kaizer Chiefs as well, although they lost that in the end. Mbina to Mayo, and watched by Cardoso, gets that out wide to Mkize. Interception from Weber. Always looking for the quick opportunity on the counter are the visiting side.
And also that's also the difficulties of playing a team that plays on a counter-attack. You can't force to play on one side. You always need to move the ball around so that you avoid that pressing trap. With Cape Town City on the right-hand side, they try to force the play there, and they nearly got caught.
The right-hand side's always very strong for them, with Mkhize having a great engine. He turned 35 last week, still runs around like a teenager. And Rhodes, of course, a big part of it too. Bina. Cut out by Mobi. Kocho. This is nice play. Kutumela. Kutumela will be delighted with playing time. Cape Town City will be certainly one of the first names onto the team sheet for this season. He stays injury-free, of course, but Mamelodi Sundowns very much down the pecking order.
And also, I think he struggled as well to adjust to Mamelodi Sundowns' style of play, and also with that experience of training with those players week in, week out, and playing with them, that's the experience he can bring to Cape Town City.
Sifumba battling away. Mario tries to get in there. Oizo. And here's the run now from Ngube. Oizo in the middle. Mokwana's there as well. Weber joins. There's a bit of space here for Oizo. Now Mokwana laying it back here. A tackle on the edge of the area from Rhodes. Catches Mokocho and concedes the free kick in a very good position.
That's the counter-attack that we spoke about earlier on. They seem to get it right today. And Cape Town City are playing on their hands. They can see there with Rhodes being late. Mkoche as well, delaying very nicely to make sure that the Cape Town City players are committing to have that foul.
Great experience that this man brings. The other club I forgot to mention, he played for Brentford, of course, in the Championship in England.
Yeah, did.
And Brentford subsequently got promoted up to the Premier League.
I think he left just before they got promoted.
That's right, yes. Helped the camp. I think the season he was there, they were in the playoffs and didn't make it, and then they went up the next season. So he brings vast experience to the side. With respect to Sekhukune, you actually wonder how a player of that capability wasn't picked up by one of the bigger teams. Sekhukune done really well to offer him a contract. Now Weber. This is in Weber range, and you remember the goal that Ronwen Williams conceded. That's put over the top by Mokocho. We were singing his praises. He might have had a bit more time on that particular ball.
And I think it's always difficult when you want to put the ball over the wall, especially with the distance that he has. You just need to figure out the technique.
Plays up against Mayo for offside. The linesman was waiting. Mr. Jafta from Oudtshoorn. He's a SNPS dog handler, so don't cause any trouble there. His bite might be worse than his bark. Got a busy week here in the Cape for the next 7 days with, as you mentioned, Cape Town Spurs here on Friday night. Saturday night at Stellenbosch. It's Stellenbosch 8 p.m. kickoff against Supersport United, and then Stellenbosch are bringing the game against Chiefs on Wednesday here to this particular venue. 4 games in 7 days for fans down here in the Cape. There is, of course, an extra team this season with Spurs being promoted. That's a strong challenge on Gonzalez, who goes down. Yelps of pain as well.
And with the slippery conditions, I think those are one of the tackles that we're going to see throughout the games, where a player is going to be a little bit late or follow through there with Weber there. And in most cases, those are bookable offences, especially from the referee.
Yeah, that studs up there. That was exactly the same that Ngube committed in the first game of the season, and he was in the showers after 20 minutes. Weber gets a caution and can consider himself most fortunate. Ngube on the left-hand side for Sekhukune today, back, of course, from his suspension. In fact, he was back for the last game against Swallows, 2 matches out. The referees did send a good signal in that first game. Mr. Gasa was in charge. He will not be tolerating any studs-up challenges, and we've seen some consistency on that in most of the games that we've shown you on the World of Champions. Now Gonzalez seems to be okay after that challenge. And the worse for wear, and Kize to Rhodes. Little touch here for Sifumba. Also in front of him. Sifumba just hesitated for a moment. Players are battling with the pitch here. That's a lovely ball through. Now the square pass. Oh, great stuff from Van Heerden to the rescue with Mokwana having a very good opportunity. I think Mokwana's eyes was lit up there at the possibility of just tapping that in at the back post.
Indeed, and Van Heerden, he was the one that played Ohizi on, but with an experience as well, making sure that that tackle just away from the ball so that Mokwana doesn't get a tap in there. Great recovery there from Van Heerden.
Yeah, he lost a second or two while he was appealing to the referee for the offside, turned and chased back. This is a dangerous ball. City not clearing. Now they might get a chance on the counter. Here's Kutumela. They are steaming forward. Kudaman. Ball in looking for Mayo. Good interception from Mabocha. Nice first touch from Mohojo. Ambina. Now, is he shaping to shoot? Still to score for Cape Town City. Oh, the deflection! Wow, that was close.
I think with that deflection, it made it close because I think it was way off target there. But we've seen Ambina in those areas as well. What a shot that he packs. And also there was so much space being given to him.
Just for a second there, Rikhotso's heart could have been in his mouth as he watched that loop towards the goal, and wide it went. Corner kick is the result. Once again, Gonzalez to take it. Towards the back post, but Heerden is in there. Scored the last time City were here, 2 Sundays ago against Kaizer Chiefs. Goal kick now.
And I thought in that game, I think Cape Town Cape Town City rather, they had a fantastic game. I think they showed up. It was an open, one of those games where it's end-to-end stuff. I'm sure for the coaches it's never good to have such a game, but I think for the fans it was such an entertaining game.
Castillo scoring in the last minute, putting Chiefs into the semis of the MTN8, where they will go up against Mamelodi Sundowns. A couple of thrillers coming up. First weekend of September. Chiefs and Sundowns. And then, of course, Pirates come down here to play Stellenbosch, who beat them in their opening league match of the season. A bit of revenge on the menu, one would fancy. Cape Town City's next game, by the way, is away at Orlando Pirates on Tuesday. Pirates play on Friday night against the Comorian side Jabal in the Champions League. A little bit shy there for Rhodes, and well read by Mohojo. Got the commentator's curse on him, won't say anything more about him. In fact, that was Mkhize, my apologies, not Mohojo.
Yeah, it was Mkhize. I think they need to get those passes right because they look dangerous on the break. You need to be precise with those passes, knowing that you're struggling to get the ball back from the passing style of Cape Town City. Whenever Sekhukune is on transition, they're looking good, but the passes needs to be correct.
Rhodes has been closely watched tonight by Mabocha. He's playing his first game since joining from Marumo Gallants. Now Goedeman trying to find some traction down that side. And Bina, Van Heerden looks up. Mile make the run, but it's overcooked from Mark Van Heerden.
It's going to require a little bit of patience from Cape Town City. I think they could circulate the ball again, don't rush to play the ball inside the box. You do have Cardoso, you do have Ricoso against Mayo. The height there, it's obviously advantageous to Sekhukune. Just play the ball around. I think Gonzalez on the left-hand side needs to engage more of maybe 1v1 situations and try things from there.
Brandon Trutter, of course, is back home. His family live down here in Cape Town. He started his career as a youth coach at Santos with the under-15s. He's slowly worked his way up the ranks over the years. A real success story from grassroots level up to the professional ranks.
So the under-15 from Santos, was it Owens or Isaacs?
Well, I think they'd already come and gone by the time he was there. But to Gonzalez. Some patience certainly around the home side. They know there's still plenty of football to be played in this encounter. Making no progress down that right-hand side. They've got that well marshalled there, Sekhukune. Now Cupido switches. Mobi with a header. The slip will allow Sifumba to take the ball. Almost finding Kutumela. It was a good turn. Away comes Mokwana. Straight through the middle here. Might be a chance for Mube. Up against Van Heerden. I'll tell you what, the two 35-year-olds sorted that problem out.
Yeah, indeed. Making sure they're making it very, very difficult for Mube to be able to go all the way to get that goal. But what a pass there to be able to engage that. It's always going to be a problem for City. Once they lose the ball, the speed that Sekhukune possesses, it's always going to be a problem.
Mayo forced to come out now in his search for the ball. He gets the cross in to Kutumela. Lay it into the path of Sifumba, who is coming in. Now Gonzalez, Ambina, Van Heerden with the left foot. He's going to deliver this too close to the goalkeeper. Sangare with the rear touch of the ball. See that pass through the middle. Lovely, lovely ball.
Kwana there playing another winger.
Kutumela beaten in the air. The final right back is nice and busy. Now, stoppage time left in this half. City with their fourth corner of the game. Gonzalez in there. Mayo from a tight angle. Wild shot from him. Still looking for his first of the season. And increasingly desperate to get it as well. People would have had no chance was that on if that was on target. Here from pitch side, there'll be just a single minute added on at the end of the 45. Ube. Mavocha. Ball there when he lost possession. Very well in the African Confederation Cup, Mabocha with Marumo Gallants went all the way to the semis, of course, last season. Too strong from Kutumela. Battling a little bit with the surface here. No rush from Sekhukune to get this back in. They will see the ball go up any minute now and look to hold on to this advantage for the second half of the game. Now, Van Heerden, Sifumba. Good turn from Rhodes. Now, what sort of ball can he deliver? To the byline he goes, gets the corner. There will be time to take it. Mabocha doing well to track back and make up for the dummy he was sold here. Sliding effort there from the left back. Gonzalez takes the short. Rhodes again, it's a floater, back post and Kize. Sangare looks a little uncomfortable. Kuduman, Ambina back into the danger zone. Van Heerden's in there. It's gone a little bit wide of Mkize and Mayo. That's excellent work from Mohojo. Off Tami Mkize, throw in to Sekhukune, and a matter of seconds now before the halftime whistle. Just eating up more time. Right on cue from the referee. Now they've had that one real chance with a delightful ball in from Mokwana and Ohizo. This man heading it into the back of the net, the Nigerian, with his third goal of the season for Sekhukune United. And the visiting side in the lead here against Cape Town City, who have won 2 of their previous 3 league matches and are looking for victory tonight to take them to second place behind Mamelodi Sundowns in the standings. But they've got a lot of work to do if that's to be the case. It's Sekhukune who lead here by a 1-0.
If you like nice things at a nice price, you'll love Nazo Meals. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Spin every Tuesday and Thursday from 8:30 for a shot at 1 million rand worth of incredible prizes. Hollywood Bets, take a spin with us.
It's time to have a wars with every breath you take. It's time to look like 9 provinces, 11 languages, a bashu and a blanket. This Heritage Month, we are going full South African with everyday low prices at game. Like the Samsung Galaxy A14 smartphone for 3,299. Or the Samsung 58-inch Crystal Smart TV for 7,999. Or the Aiga Area 4-liter mechanical air fryer for 899 Rand. Cause game...
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back to the Athlone Stadium. We're halfway into this DStv Premiership clash between Cape Town City and Sekhukune United. It is the away side who lead by a 1-0. And for the first time this season at home, Cape Town City have indeed conceded. This after opening 45 minutes, as I welcome Teko Modise as well as Amanda Dlamini back. That's an opening 45 that Coach Chuta will be thinking much more like it. This is exactly what I wanted from our boys.
Yeah, I think you will be proud of the first half. Very defensively organized, very compact in that midfield. I think the double pivots of Mokoch and Keys are really doing well to screen the 4 defenders. But I think Weber gets the chance to now shine and stand out because he forces those forward passes for the likes of Mukwana to go on the turnover and transition.
And they really do look comfortable in making sure that they manage whatever's in front of them with the low blocks, Kukune, and then allowing those runners to really unleash at the Cape Town City defense.
Yeah, and if you look at it, Kukune is more dangerous when they don't have the ball, because now what it does, Cape Town City now deploys so many numbers in Skukune's half, and then once they lose the ball, the speed of Mukwana, Mube and Oyizu going up front, it becomes dangerous. And I think with Cape Town City, they need to find a better solution because they keep on forcing the ball, trying to play in that through the midfield, and there's enough numbers for Sekhukune to be able to defend those.
Does here, Amanda. Fantastic delivery as well, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, no, Shugelo Mnandi, show me your number. And that's what you want to get in those 1v1 situations, eliminating, the opposition and delivering a quality ball. I think Ohizu does really well to follow the ball, gets up really high and generates enough power, but I'm sure Keats will be really disappointed.
Yeah, we saw him walk into the tunnel there at halftime, really irate at himself with that particular effort, unable to save it. A third goal for Ohizu for the season, and then only then do Cape Town City start really announcing themselves as an attacking force, Donna.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably maybe one of those plays that they played to try and go out wide, especially engaging Ugonzalez to try and get some sort of an attack from them. Because most of the attacks, the one of forces on Rhodes and Mkhizo on the right-hand side, they keep on losing the ball and they keep on being punished. Here it is again from the right-hand side of Cape Town City. Look at who he is, but yet again, great experience there from Hayden to be able to come back and defend that, and also making sure that it doesn't go to their own goals out wide.
And all that we are seeing really from a Sekhukune United point of view, Amanda, is those willing runners up front, and then the ability and the range of passing from a Jamie Weber, from a Mokojo as well.
Yeah, now they're just missing, that clinical finish in front of goal, a little bit of precision where the pass is concerned, the weight of the pass.
Yeah.
They're finding each other, and this is what you want to see. Just really holding your cool, the composure in the box, but you have to make sure that you convert that one.
Yeah, you certainly have to make sure that you convert. But from a scoreboard point of view, Sekhukune United will be extremely happy. And really, Amanda, you did say it before the game started that it's one thing to make all these attacking changes as Cape Town City, another thing totally if it doesn't quite come together.
Yeah, it's just not clicking up front, the high balls as well. Of course, they would want to dominate the ball possession, but it doesn't count if it is they're not using the ball well. Donne, especially in that last third, there's aerial balls for Mayo. I don't think they can profit.
Nah, I don't think they would profit at all. I mean, you look at Ricoto, you look at Cardoso, they'll win those areas better. I think it's the frustration that Cape Town City can't be able to penetrate that, especially the screen that Amanda spoke about, Mkhize and Mokojo. I think they need to find better solutions. Go out wide as quickly as possible, rotate the ball, don't hold on to the ball, and then I think then if you shift in a block, you're able to find the spaces to utilize it.
The big bagel, the big number for Cape Town City. No shot on target at the moment. Do you change anything, Donna, if you are Coach Eric Tinkler?
I think it just changed the mentality, just changed the approach. I think there's nothing wrong with the players that are on the pitch. You have Okaka, Tsukuma, that helps in terms of rotation of the ball, but there's not playing enough forward passes. So as Ambina, so you get Mayo that's frustrated, you get Kutumela, especially in the first 5 minutes, he had an opportunity to play those passes, but after that nothing happened. Just change the approach, not change the players.
Do not change the players, change the approach. That's the word from Mateko Modisa as he goes back upstairs to English commentary. Amanda and myself will be watching the second half as well. Take you all the way back to October 2021, the last time Sekhukune United did beat this team. The scorer back then was Chibuki Ohizu. Second half coming up next.
The Samsung Blue Tag sale is back with up to 35% off on your favorite Samsung products, like the awesome Galaxy A24 for just $4499 or the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite LTE for the low price of $3499. Get the 55-inch S90C 4K TV for only $24,999 or take home the RS64 side-by-side refrigerator with a 20-year digital inverter warranty for $21,999. Shop online or at any participating retailers.
Honor Cognac. Voted best cognac in the world. London Cognac Masters. Discover greatness.
Spinner Winner from World Sports Betting brings the excitement of Vegas to your doorstep. Choose from hundreds of games. Enjoy special bonus rounds. special features, free spins, and so much more. Win up to 10 million rand per spin. Join the action at wsb.coza. World Sports Betting, your one-stop gaming destination.
Friday night is girls' night in D-Ski style. Some of the girls are here for spicy football with the Chili Boys. Others are holding it down for Cape Town Spurs. It's all fun and games until one of us loses. Sure. It's D-Ski before Divas this Friday. The DSTV Premiership live on Supersport on DSTV. The home of D-Ski.
So now on timeout, we're talking making the call, and we have Ref JD in studio.
Thanks, Potty. Making the call on the field can be tricky, but the folks at home, it couldn't be easier. Dial 08600 60,000, get a quote, and see if you can save.
On car, home, life, funeral, you name it. We've seen a lot of switching behavior in the field and great saves as a result.
Absolutely, folks. Make the right decision. It's time you made the call. 08600 60,000, and you could switch and save.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Air Biliato. Enjoy a taste of wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Air Biliato. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back to the Athlone Stadium. We're halfway into this DSTV Premiership clash between Cape Town City and Sekhukune United. It is the away side who lead by a single goal to nil. And for the first time this season at home, Cape Town City have indeed conceded. This after opening 45 minutes, as I welcome Teko Modise as well as Amanda Dlamini back. That's an opening 45 that Coach Chuta will be thinking much more like it. This is exactly what I wanted from our boys.
Yeah, I think he will be proud of the first half. Very defensively organized, very compact in that midfield. I think the double pivots of Mokojo and Keys are really doing well to screen the four defenders. But I think Weber gets the chance to now shine and stand out because he forces those forward passes for the likes of Mukwana to go on the turnover and transition.
And they really do look comfortable in making sure that they manage whatever's in front of them with the low blocks, Sekhukune, and then allowing those runners to really unleash at the Cape Town City defense.
Yeah, and if you look at it, Sekhukune is more dangerous when they don't have the ball, because now what it does, Cape Town City now deploys so many numbers in Sekhukune's half, and then once they lose the ball, the speed of Mukwana, Mube and Oyizu going up front, it becomes dangerous. And I think with Cape Town City, they need to find a better solution because they keep on forcing the ball, trying to play in that through the midfield, and there's enough numbers for Sekhukune to be able to defend those.
Mukwana does here, Amanda. Fantastic delivery as well. And Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, no, Shugelo Mnandi, show me your number. And that's what you want to get in those 1v1 situations, eliminating, the opposition and delivering a quality ball. I think Ohizu does really well to follow the ball, gets up really high and generates enough power, but I'm sure Keats will be really disappointed.
Yeah, we saw him walk into the tunnel there at halftime, really, really irate at himself with that particular effort, unable to save it. A third goal for Ohizu for the season, and then only then do Cape Town City start really announcing themselves as an attacking force, Donna.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably maybe one of those plays that they played to try and go out wide, especially engaging Gonzalez to try and get some sort of an attack from them. Because most of the attack, they want to force it on Rhodes and Mkhize on the right-hand side. They keep on losing the ball, and they keep on being punished. Here it is again from the right-hand side of Cape Town City. Look at who he is, but yet again, great experience there from Hayden to be able to come back and defend that, and also making sure that it doesn't go to their own goals out wide.
And all that we are seeing really from a Sekhukune United point of view, Amanda, is those willing runners up front, and then the ability and the range of passing from a Jamie Weber, from a Mokojo as well.
Yeah, now they're just missing, that clinical finish in front of goal, a little bit of precision where the pass is concerned, the weight of the pass.
Yeah.
They're finding each other, and this is what you want to see. Just really holding your cool, the composure in the box, but you have to make sure that you convert that one.
Yeah, you certainly have to make sure that you convert. But from a scoreboard point of view, Sekhukune United will be extremely happy. And really, Amanda, you did say it before the game started that it's one thing to make all these attacking changes as Cape Town City, another thing totally if it doesn't quite come together.
Yeah, it's just not clicking up front, the high balls as well. Of course, they would want to dominate the ball possession, but it doesn't count if it is they're not using the ball well, Donne, especially in that last third. There's aerial balls for Mayo. I don't think they can profit.
Nah, I don't think they would profit at all. I mean, you look at Ricotta, you look at Cardoso, they'll win those areas better. I think it's the frustration that Cape Town City can't be able to penetrate that. Especially the screen that Amanda spoke about, Mkhize and Mokoch. I think they need to find better solutions. Go out wide as quickly as possible, rotate the ball, don't hold on to the ball, and then I think then if you shift in a block, you're able to find the spaces to utilize it.
The big bagel, the big number for Cape Town City. No shot on target at the moment. Do you change anything, Donna, if you are Coach Eric Tinkler?
I think it just changed the mentality, just changed the approach. I think there's nothing wrong with the players that are on the pitch. You have Ukaka, Sukuma, that helps in terms of rotation of the ball, but there's not playing enough forward passes. So as Ambina, so you get Mayo that's frustrated, you get Kutumela, especially in the first 5 minutes, he had an opportunity to play those passes, but after that, nothing happened. Just change the approach, not change the players.
Do not change the players, change the approach. That's the word from Mateko Modisa as he goes back upstairs to English commentary. Amanda and myself will be watching the second half as well. Take you all the way back to October 2021, the last time Sekhukune United did beat this team. The scorer back then was Chibuki Ohizu. Second half coming up next.
Back to Van Heerden. Scrambling it away was Mabocha. Now Mkhize, City keeping up the pressure. Mkhize, Mayo, first touch a little heavy. Mayo's back in there to win it for Rhodes. Ambina. I wonder if Rhodes wouldn't have taken on one of the defenders there on the edge of the area, might have got something.
And he's very good at one-on-one. You're hoping that whenever he gets the ball, just commit. Mabocha on the left-hand side.
Gonzalez back to Van Heerden. Mayo waits. Ball is too strong. Mabocha header onto the edge of the area. Whoever flicks it on, or Iso as well. This might go from defense into attack. Mkhize all the way back to cover. Does put on the miles in a game like this time. Mkhize, a lot of unseen work, pushing forward and then tracking back. Now Rhodes. Morby will clear. Only as far as Goedeman. Good challenge in there. Didn't allow him a chance to get the shot, and then Goedeman with a bit of a clumsy challenge. He might be in some trouble here. Maybe not.
I think it's very clever there from Weber to put his body in front of Goedeman, who's counter-pressing. The chances are he might bump into me, might step on your foot, and then you win a foul.
Meantime, Ohizo needs some treatment as well. Looks to be somewhat uncomfortable. Here's just a reminder of the goals scored in the early stages of the game tonight. Mokwana delivering, and Ohizo with a header from point-blank range. A bit of a blow if they were to lose him at this stage of the game. We have Tashik Morris on the bench, who played for City. Be itching to prove a point or two.
Yeah, but then what he does is he brings a different characteristics of play, because Ohizu is more on the player of the shoulder, looking to use his speed over the defenders to touch. Morris is the one that wants to hold on to the ball and let the other midfielders come through to be able to play, but also very good aerially as well.
Now, here might be a chance for Kutumela. Wide of the targets. Cardoso just in his way there.
Yeah, and also there was a lot of players there in and around him.
in the middle.